Hello then, gang. Welcome back to an episode of the Liverpool series with me, DORTMUND FM. Of course, if you saw the last episode, it was quite a while ago now. I had a little break over the weekend. I did a lot of streaming as well, actually. Twitch.tv/DORTMUND. Get the plug in early, Ben. I'm doing a save with Brescia in Italy. You might like it. Link, as I say, to the Twitch channel below if you're interested. Probably going to stream tonight at some point, so look out. But yes, the first leg was a 1-1 draw against Juventus, and the second leg is coming to you today. Of course, with that away goal, we've got ourselves a bit of an advantage. Since then, 2 games played. You might think it's funny that we've missed the Merseyside derby twice, but it hasn't been of maximum importance, really. A 1-0 win in the FA Cup to Brighton, and I'd say that 2-0 win over Everton, in which the system and the theme was the same again. Everton limited to only 1 shot on target in the game, and that's been a theme of our series. We were helped, I'm not going to lie, by Richarlison and Vidal both getting injured. Vidal caused me all sorts of problems in the first game we played them, so as soon as I saw he went off, we sort of pushed it a little bit. Didn't come to anything until the 84th minute, where Firmino and then Shaqiri got the goals. Shaqiri's been a big player for us, it's worth saying. Got the man of the match performance in that one. 18 appearances, 6 goals, 7 assists. Worth saying that only 11 starts with that as well. 7.38. It's done really well, especially with the injury to Salah recently. He's been a pivotal part, and he will start, in fact, this game against Brighton in the league. And speaking of the league then, with that winning against Everton, we are 4 points clear. I'd say that loud and proud. Looking really good for the run-in towards the end of the season. We've got still some tough games to come and some interesting ones too. Both Manchester clubs are in there. Arsenal still to play, as well as Chelsea and Leicester, so never easy. But we'll see how we get on then in this episode today. Brighton and Juventus coming up. Let's run you through the team for the first game against Brighton. So the team couldn't be more settled. Bringing Salah back in for the Champions League game, which we probably will do. Maybe we'll potentially unsettle things. But yeah, we've changed things around a little bit. Fabinho and Henderson have switched roles in recent times, and we seem a little bit more creative going forward as a result of it. Alisson, of course, keeps replacing goal. Trent, Gomez, Van Dijk and Robertson at the back. We've got Henderson, Fabinho and Keita creating that midfield 3. Little unfortunate really for Keir's got himself an injury, so he's been missing out recently. Again, I don't think he'll be available for the Juventus game, but games beyond that, hopefully he'll return for this back end of the season. I'd say loads of big games coming up. Mane, Shaqiri, Fabinho have been really good for me recently, so let's hopefully they keep it. Let's hope they still keep it up. And Belotti on the bench with Daniel Sturridge if we need to change things. Interestingly though, striker-wise, 6.74 for Firmino, 6.7 for Daniel Sturridge, and a 6.68 for Belotti. Strikers this year, I don't know how to get the best out of them. It's a problem. I don't know if it's just the pressing forward role and if we should be changing it up, or if we put someone in behind, would we score more goals? It's a strange one. Werner's got a similar issue in the Dortmund save. To be people that haven't watched the Dortmund save going, Werner? Yeah, I signed Timo Werner in that save. All right then, let's see. Team talk's gone quite well though, actually. They seem positive for it. And Brighton is a team that ordinarily I expect us to be beating relatively comfortably. Mid-table for Brighton at the moment though, if we can bring up this league table, they've actually done a pretty good start to this. Well, I say start to the season, we're in February, man. Henderson with the ball on that right-hand side though, puts it in delivery towards Keita. Pascal Gross just about deals with it, and Brighton look to bring this away. It looks like they're going to have a very isolated figure up front. Who's that? Andone? Okay, well this could be challenging for them as they give it away in midfield, a risky thing to do with the Liverpool pressing system as Alexander Arnold now, wicked delivery, remember, as he gets in between 2 defenders, plays it to Shaqiri. They should probably do better actually. A clear-cut chance, and he's been that a little bit. We've got a chance today to create a 7-point gap. That's a big gap. Corner, Shaqiri, ball played into the back post, Van Dijk, and he finds the back of the net. Since there's been, obviously, Football Manager update with the beta, they update the game a lot. Since the update, we've been scoring less and less corners, interestingly, but this time we find it. Shaqiri to the back post, Van Dijk rises very high, very tall, and powers it in. With other teams, I mentioned it before, but with other teams, I'm not finding this the same success with corners. I just think Van Dijk is a different kind of human. As he's on the ball here, as we work it out from the back. Alisson gave it to him, and this is what I like about him. Not only can he score with his head, he can bring it out from the back too, as Shaqiri's found on that right-hand side. He cuts inside a little bit. Fabinho picks up the loose pieces. Mane now cuts inside and finds the back of the net. Lovely finish. All of a sudden, within a matter of minutes, we've gone from 0-0 to 2-0, and you look at the match stats, probably deserved. This was really nicely worked, actually. Shaqiri running forward, gets sort of beat up off it, but then Fabinho finds Mane, and that first touch does everything, really. The finish, well beaten. The keeper looks the wrong way, which is potentially an issue. He doesn't know where the ball's gone, bless him. He doesn't know what day of the week it is. It's a free kick now. Shaqiri on it. Oh, not quite. Saved. Oh, what was that? Goal line technology. Wasn't in. Breaking. Okay, at half-time then. 2-0 to the good. Brighton, well, they've turned up, which I think is good of them. Very happy the way things are going. Keep it up. Second half. This is their nice building platform for the Juventus game. 91% pass completion in that first half for us. Very, very impressive. I mentioned last episode about goalkeeper ratings. New feature I'd like next year, Football Manager. I want these to be moved up and down. Don't need all this space necessarily. And then I can have more match stats on this screen available to me if I want them. Please, just a thought. Just a thought. I could make the league table bigger. I could make this malleable, please. Just a thought. Should probably write it on the forums, Ben. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do. As Mane finds Firmino, I mean, write that on the forums as he goes bursting through. That's this season. I mean, if we don't win this game based on those lovely match stats displayed there in the centre, then I don't think I'm going to play anymore. All right, 15 minutes to go. We might as well keep things fresh. Daniel Sturridge is going to come on for Firmino. Why not? We're going to bring Miller on for Fabinho in the centre. I might even go triple change here. Is anyone struggling? Keita, maybe? Who do you put in the centre, though, if Keita comes off? No one, really. We'll leave it as is. Naby's looking exhausted out there. There's 4 minutes to go. Nathaniel Klein's coming on. And that's that then. 2-0 win. Very quiet second half. Job was done. Brighton didn't register a single shot in that second half. And, at Anfield, Liverpool 2, Brighton 0. On to Juve. Bring them to Anfield. I said we were in February. You're actually in March. Well, who knew? Not me. Worth noting, by the way, United 7th. Sat the manager. He's already gone. And they've brought in Carlo Ancelotti. So I expect things will probably pick up now. There's an argument to say there, we probably should have rested players, but I've taken a gamble, viewers. That's what I've done. And this is good news. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain begins rehabilitation process. He's now he's completed the recovery phase. He's now going to start training, hopefully, again. And, it's nice to see him back in the side. We'll hopefully get some use out of him. He hasn't sort of deteriorated too much because of that injury. So I think coming into the season, central midfield, out on that right wing, definitely usable. Such a shame that he's got such a big injury because he probably would have played a big part this season. Okay then, folks, time for Juventus, and with a couple of things that I wasn't expecting, really. Trent is unavailable, suspended for this one, so Nathaniel Klein comes in. Not only did he feature at the end of that last game, he comes in at right back for us. The rest of the team remains exactly the same, and that's because Mo Salah's late fitness test shows really that he's not quite ready to play. Maybe as an impact sub very late on, but team-wise, we're going to stick with what we've got. There's a temptation to put Belotti in. I just think he maybe causes a few more problems. The same thing with Daniel Sturridge, but for me, his work rate and overall game, you look at his attributes there, he's a very, very good footballer. Keep him out there, unpredictable. Maybe this is his day. Did I say unpredictable? I feel like I didn't get the full word out. Okay, here we go. Juventus, big tie, big game. I'm a bit nervous because I don't want to go out at the first knockout stage. Interestingly, no Ronaldo for Juventus. A Ronaldo-less Juventus, which basically makes them the Juventus before he was there, and no one referenced Ronaldo ever. So here we go. Right, come on, let's show them what you can do. We're going to go passionate here. We're going to say, look, there's a lot more to come from you. Believe you've got what it takes, and that sometimes works. Okay, here we go then, at Anfield. Of course, we've got that away goal, which means if they get theirs, that puts everything level again. But I'm confident that we should be able to see this out and get I was going to say the 3 points. There's no points on offer, viewers. Dybala's struggling. Cuadrado's got a bit of an injury, and Fabinho's got a free kick. I don't think he'll shoot from there. Referee, penalty kick! Well, I don't know if he'll go to VAR. Is there VAR in the Champions League? I don't think there is there? Anyway, it's a penalty. Fabinho put the free kick in. Henderson fouled, and now Fabinho with the penalty to take us into the lead, and he does. Fabinho into the bottom right-hand corner, and already the advantage Liverpool. 13 minutes in. I'm not quite sure what the incident was that led to this, but Fabinho slots home the penalty, sends the keeper the wrong way, and lovely old job. Now, Sadio Mane is off the pitch with a little bit of an injury here, but we're still coming forward with it, despite him not being on there. Fabinho, front post. Well, that was a great delivery by Robertson. Maybe he should have found the back of the net. A little bit worrying with Mane, though. What do you do? Shaqiri's already on, as Keita at the back post nearly finds Van Dijk as well. I mean, he's come back onto the field. We'll see how he recovers. 61% conditioning right now. That's going up, though, so that's good news. Whatever it is, he's jogging it off. Corner to Liverpool. Shaqiri to the back post. Van Dijk's there, and Van Dijk scores. And me saying this heading tactic is less impactful, it seems like bollocks, doesn't it? I mean, it seems like absolute poppycock, but we'll take it. Shaqiri, I mean, pops it into the middle there, and you can see at the back post, Van Dijk rises highest. 2-0 Liverpool. Just what the doctor ordered, and that doctor was I. Right, as we approach half-time, that is going to be that as far as the first half is concerned. A 2-0 lead. PSG doing well too. Mbappe with a hat-trick. Yeah, I can't wait to play them and be destroyed by him. Mbappe, of course, becomes the best player in the world on Football Manager this year, so that's terrifying. All right, back out for the second half. Team talk's gone relatively well. We've had more possession. Pass completion a little lower than it was against Brighton, but overall everyone's playing rather well. Apart from Firmino and Mane, who aren't playing so well. Nathaniel Klein's picked up an injury. Good, because we haven't got another right back. I say that, Lovren's on the bench going, we haven't got another right back. Looking around thinking, I think we have. Fabinho has a go from distance. I mean, that's actually nearly gone in. All right, we're at the hour mark. We're going to make a couple of changes, mainly because, I mean, do I risk Mo in this sort of game for Mane? I'm going to make the change. I don't feel great about it. But we are going to mix things up a little bit. I feel like we're in a pretty comfortable position. I'm also going to bring Sturridge on as the advance forward. Basically, if we're going to have more chances, I want him to be there to finish them. As Nathaniel Klein bursts his way through as we return to the action. All right, Juventus is coming forward here. Douglas Costa, and we've dealt with it. That was a little bit nervy there. All right, double change. Sturridge and Salah for Mane and Firmino. Hopefully Salah stays fit. This is a bit of a risk because Shaqiri's free kick to sell things. Not quite. Szczesny beats it away and Juve still in this. I say still in this. Even Juventus have been limited to like not that many chances. When you consider some of the talent they've got on the pitch, we're doing rather well as Mandzukic picks it up on this left-hand side. Not really got too many options, but Bentancur might be able to do something. Him and Matuidi link in the centre. Then it goes back out to Douglas Costa, who you've got to say so far seemed like their main threat as he finds Mandzukic again, plays it through. Klein races back, but it's into the back of the net. What is that? Spinazzola. Leonardo Spinazzola gives Juventus a huge lift in this game. Actually, if they score again, they go through. Bollock. Oh, this actually isn't good. They get in behind Klein there, who's on a booking, can't really make a challenge, and he's suffering with a bit of an injury. Do we get him off? In times of trouble, Dejan Lovren comes to me, whisper words of wisdom, Dejan Lovren, as a fullback on automatic. Let's not have him as a wing back, for heaven's sake. It's a corner to us, though. Salah to put it in to that back post. Van Dijk, can he save us again? He finds Gomez. All right, this might be overpowered, viewers. I don't know what to tell you. It's just Virgil van Dijk. I can't do this with any other team. I've tried. I've played to save with lots of teams. Van Dijk is the king at this. He gets up at the back post, unmarked, by the way, and Gomez slots home. I mean, that's a lifeline. A lifeline in a life that we were already living, but a lifeline. I was just very concerned about Juve getting another. Right, this isn't over, though. 6 minutes to go, and Juventus are probably going to push a little harder now to get back in this game. Mandzukic just loses out. Henderson nabbed in on him. And now Keita brings this forward with Daniel Sturridge ahead. I mean, that's not Naby Keita's best work, if I'm honest, as Robertson do not get sent off or fouled him. Oh, okay, Costa with a shot. I mean, just noises. Credit to Juventus. Every shot they've had has been on target. I mean, I wish if I could do that, I'd be brilliant at this game. Lovren's got booked. It doesn't matter who plays at right back. There will be suspensions. But that, viewers, looks like that. 94 minutes on the clock and game over. Liverpool overcome Juventus to make it through to the next round of the Champions League. I don't know if we can do that draw right now. I shall investigate. It might be next week, so if not, then we'll just have to leave it there. But Klein now injured. Luckily, Trent will be back after his suspension, but a really good win. That's a lot of money for winning a knockout stage. 8 million. We kind of need that. We're in a bit of a situation, to be fair, as Van Dijk on form. A goal and assist for him. Again, another massive performance, and we roll on then. Okay, next episode will probably be the Manchester City game, linked in with something else, I imagine, and then some Champions League stuff after that. Unless we go straight to the Champions League stuff. I don't know. League or what? Let me know. Comment section. More league stuff, Champions League stuff. Where do you want the focus to be? And I will listen to you and act accordingly. We'll love with care then from the suspension. So next time, I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye. I don't feel very well today, so I hope you enjoyed that anyway. I actually had fun, but I still feel awful.